Hi, it's Shane here again. I hope you're doing well, and I'm so glad you could join me today. Let's talk about how we can control your blood sugar levels and maybe reduce or eliminate your dependency on those diabetic medications. Being in EMS for close to 20 years now and responding to countless diabetic emergency calls, the one question I get asked so often is how can I control my blood sugar levels? Is it possible I can get off all these medications that I have to take? It may seem impossible, but there is a way, especially for type 2 diabetics, or who are also often referred to as non-insulin diabetics. There is a way, it is possible. In many cases, the non-insulin diabetic or type 2 diabetic can not only cut down or eliminate the need for medications, in some cases they can actually reverse the disease, so they're never worried about taking their blood sugar levels again, pricking their fingers over and over, and getting off those medications. Now, through lots of study and research and of course experience, I've narrowed it down to what I believe the answer is really to be in about 4 steps. And these 4 steps are something that just about anybody can do with just a little determination. Let's go over these steps now. So let's talk about the first step here. The first step is knowledge. Knowledge is that power. If you don't understand the disease and you don't understand the glycemic index and how that all works and in your favor and against you, you're already up against a brick wall. But I have the answer for that, and you'll see in a little bit exactly what that is. Now, step number 2, that's one most people are really afraid of or not sure of, and it's diet. Now, diet doesn't mean one of these fad diets that you have to go on where you got to buy specialized food, you got to count all your calories and all that sort of stuff. Diet is just the way you eat and how you eat. What kind of foods are you putting together? What kind of foods are you allowed to eat? What kind of foods are going to spike your sugars? What kind of foods are going to keep them level or keep them down for you? Now, it doesn't mean you have to give up all your favorite foods or your snacks or your sugar stuff and those sweets that you really like to eat. There's different ways to eat them, and there's different recipes where you can change out one component or part of the recipe for another, and all of a sudden it's safe to eat for you, and it's not going to really destroy your sugar levels, and you'll be able to enjoy your food still. It's not a big diet. Okay, so on to step 3, or the third step. It's exercise. Now, a lot of people think, oh my goodness, what am I going to do here? I'm going to have to join a gym. I got to go out and I've got to exercise and lift weights and run on the treadmill. That's not the way you have to do it. All you have to do is just start out small, little steps. If you can walk a little bit, get out there and walk as much as you can. Ride a bike. Can you ride a bike still? That's possible. Go out and ride a little bit. Once around the block is great. You don't have to become Mr. Atlas and hit the gym every day for hours on end. It's just a few simple exercises. Even when you go shopping, if you park your car farther away in the parking lot, you have to walk a little extra to get to that store. That's exercise. It only takes a little bit. Take the stairs instead of an elevator if that's possible. Now, that's not saying you can't go to the gym. If you like to, that's not a problem. I would recommend that you consult with your doctor, make sure that you're in physically good enough shape to start into a program. And if you are, maybe hire a training coach or, a personal trainer to get you started on the right steps so you don't overdo it and slowly progress into getting into better health and better condition overall. That's one of the keys, again, to diabetes, is you do need the exercise. If you don't, and you sit on the couch like a potato, that's just not going to help you at all. And sitting there and eating and watching TV and not being active is one of those things that's definitely going to have an effect on your blood sugar levels. So now we come to step number 4. Now, the fourth step is motivation. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to take that initial step to get going and continue going. You got to keep yourself up. Now, if that means reading some books, inspirational books, listening to some inspirational speakers, there's lots on the internet. Tony Robbins just is one that comes to example. Listen to some of the stuff he talks about. That'll keep you motivated for just about anything. But you'll accomplish these goals, but I need you to ask yourself something. So why do you want to control your blood sugar? Is it because of your medications you're taking? Is it the cost? Is it part of having to keep track of whether you're taking enough, you're taking them on time, you're taking the right amount, that you're not missing any? Those are pretty important questions, and there's lots of other reasons why why you want to control your blood sugar. Obviously, you want to be healthy, so you can spend time with family, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, parents, grandparents, and your friends. You want to get out there and be able to enjoy life and not be dragged down by this disease. Now, is it going to be hard? No. You've got a few little changes to make. You want to change your diet a little bit, learn exactly what you can and can't eat and how to eat it. You want to get a little more exercise. Again, not a gym membership that's required here. It's just a matter of doing a little extra effort here and there. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Is your health worth it? Absolutely. This is something that you need to do. This is something that you have to do. Now, again, it's not a tough thing to do, but you need to ask yourself one more thing. Am I worth it? I believe you are. Yes? Yes, you are. Now that you know what you need to do, it's time to take that next step and get control of your health. Click on the button below and start living healthy.